the 4th of July. It's been 5 years of me and Adam knowing each other. Isn't that crazy? This is like this romper. It has this, which came apart like the very first time I ever wore it. That's supposed to keep it up, but since it doesn't keep it up, I have to keep having to like pull it up. But I want to like wear this out because if I don't wear it today, I might not wear it at all this entire summer. I hate how fast summer goes. People are already being like, oh, it's almost the end of the season. Let's look at what day summer actually started on. Wasn't it June something? Summer. And that's one thing I really hate about, like, I almost want school to be year-round just so, like, people stop being like, oh, it's back to school time. It's fucking July. Chill the fuck out, you fucking money-hungry bitch ass school supply companies and clothes companies. Okay, so June 21st was the first day. So it's only been summer for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks it's been summer. And I've already heard people be like, well, you know, this late in the season. I'm sorry, what the fuck are you talking about? I want to, like, punch people in the face for saying shit like that. Like, it's like they love summer so much they just get used to the fact that it's already over at the beginning of it. I love summer. I really do. It's like, it's like the only time I really feel like, I don't know, just so happy. Like, I love summer. I just want it to be summer all year. I just really want, like, people always say, like, oh, I want the seasons. And I do want the seasons. Like, I love fall. I think fall is probably, and maybe it's because summers are so hot now, but I feel like fall is just, oh my gosh, it's beautiful, but it doesn't last long enough. Like, here where I am, like, it's like 2 weeks of beautiful leaves, and then they're all gone. Like, we'll have, like, a terrible frost, and then everything will all of a sudden just be dead, and it sucks. Like, if fall lasted longer, it might be my favorite season, too. I feel like it's everybody's favorite season, but it's way too short, and it doesn't feel like fall the entire time. It's like once, like, the second week of November, I no longer feel like it's fall. It feels like winter to me. It feels like winter to me. So, yeah. Rambling. Which means I don't have to talk about anything in particular. I don't know if I've said that in past videos. I actually want to take my first video down because the angle of the camera was so bad. And then also, that was like early in the morning, and I don't know. I think that was early in the morning, that first one. I don't like the way I looked. I don't feel like I looked cute. I don't like the way I talked. I don't feel like I talked cute. But I loved what I said, so it's like, it's a dilemma there. But, you know, I don't know if other people feel this way. Do you feel like you look different every day? I feel like I look different every day. Like, some days my face is just, like, really fat, and, like, I have really bad, like, under my neck area, and then some days it's like I don't have any under my neck area. My face is, like, super, like, almost chiseled looking, like I almost look like a dude. Of course, I make both negatives. I have a problem. Even when it's a fat face, I like my face. Even when it's a chiseled face, I like my face. Like, I am happy with who I am, and I think, I don't know, the whole life I've been really, like, super down on my looks and just everything about myself, like, super down on it. And I think it's just made me not live as well because it makes me, like, not want to do as much. And even, I don't know, I was thinking about this morning, how, like, this is almost depressing to me. Like, this is really a hurt. Like, it hits my pride for me to even admit that, like, a lot of people from high school, I remember everybody from my high school. Like, I remember even the people I didn't talk to. And I think I'm just, like, very observant like that. And I would act like I didn't know everybody's names, and, like, still. But it's, like, I knew everybody's names. Okay, at this point, I maybe don't remember everybody. I don't want to say that and then somebody be like, oh, hey, I went to high school with you. And then I'm like, did you? But I'm also 30. Like, high school was 12 years ago for me, I think. 2007 to Yeah, like 12 years ago. So, I mean, maybe I don't remember everybody now. I might not. I feel like I kind of do, but I might not. But I remember the vast majority. And definitely when I was in school, even if I didn't know someone's name, I knew their face. And I knew what grade they were in. So a big hit to my pride was I started dating this guy that I had, like, this was years ago, that I had, of course, I'm like engaged now to a completely different man. Okay, anyway, which I'm happy about because this guy was probably the biggest, he was the meanest guy. I say. But anyway, so I feel like I'm gonna beat an ass. So yeah, we like started dating, and he knew my family, and my family was very involved in like the after school stuff, like sports and well, yeah, just sports, but like very involved in sports. My dad like coached everything, so everybody kind of knew, I think, who I was. Even if I hadn't gone to my school, I think they kind of would have known who I was, honestly. And that's how it always felt. People would like always talk to me like they kind of knew who I was. I don't like, not saying like, but I felt decently like everybody knew who I was. I felt like that was just normal because there was only like 400 kids in our entire school. Like, I didn't feel like it was like, I mean, at any given time, the only thing, maybe when I was a freshman, I didn't know all the seniors or all the juniors or all the sophomores, but I like knew everybody in my own grade. But I feel like by the time I was a senior, no, maybe by the time, when I was a junior, I knew everybody in the whole school. Like, I knew who everybody's name was, I want to say. Anyway, I need to stop. Like, being like, I knew this. Because I think I probably didn't know as well as I knew, but I would know faces even if I didn't know names. I think if I saw anyone who went to my school today, unless they changed a lot, I could be like, oh, they went to Polka. Even like this, like any grade, anytime I was in there. I feel like I even knew what the middle school kids looked like when I was in elementary school, because I think I paid attention. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm dating this guy, and he asked me and I was in his grade, from the 6th grade to senior year. And not only that, but I remembered specific times. He actually was like mean to me this one day, like in one of our classes, and I remembered it very specifically. And like, I don't know, it was just like a teasing thing. It really wasn't that mean, and like it was actually, I had social anxiety really bad, and I was like, the thing was is that I couldn't talk, and he was like, why can't you talk? And I was like, I don't know, I'm scared of people. I think I had to, like, he wanted, like, I needed to talk in front of everybody or something like that. He's like, you're afraid of people? And then I was like, yeah. And then then I had to, like, then the teacher asked me to read. It's the most evil teacher too. And I was like, okay, and I was getting ready to read, and then he said, oh no, she can't read, she's afraid of people. And the whole class was like, I don't remember if they laughed or if they were like, what? Like, what? But like, I had it from a very young age, very socially anxious person, like, just no confidence, really scared. And I like remember that so specifically, and I'm telling the entire class, because like, I didn't want people to know I had social anxiety. I didn't even know what that was at the time. I just thought, like, I would walk into a room and I'd be embarrassed. Like, if there were a lot of people in there, just automatically embarrassed. Anyways, I remember that so specifically. Then we're, like, in the car and we're driving somewhere, and this was, like, our second date, I guess, technically. And he goes, so, what year did you graduate? And I just, like, wanted to, like, and I was driving, and I wanted to, like, stop the car and be like, what? Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Like, what the hell do you mean? Like, what year did I graduate? I was like, 2007? And he goes, what? I graduated in 2007. You didn't graduate in 2000. I was like, yeah, I graduated in 2007. And he was like, huh. And, like, he sat there, and, like, it was just the weirdest moment. And I honestly just wanted to be like, all right, let's just not do this anymore. I'm going to turn this car around, take you back home, and we're just going to pretend that we never even talked. It was honestly like the most hurtful thing I think anyone's ever said. And he knew me because of my dad. And like he had talked to my dad about me and stuff before we'd met, and so I definitely thought he knew who I was. Like then I was just like, you don't even like know who I am. Like I just didn't want to talk to him anymore. And then maybe a year before that, there was a girl who'd gone to my school, and we'd been actually pretty close in middle school. But she had a really hard life in middle school, like truly. And I remember like the group of friends that we were in, like bullying her almost. And I'm pretty proud of myself. In the 8th grade, I took a vow to never say a bad word about anyone, or I said I wouldn't say anything about someone that I wouldn't say in front of their face. And that really, I think, shaped who I was. But in the year that I was like the goodest friends with her, the closest friends with her, I had taken that vow, and I was still really good at, I'd taken that vow, and I never, everybody else said that she smelled bad, and I never would. Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, if I'm gonna say that, I have to say it to her. And so I think, like, when they were trying to get me to say it, maybe even one time, and I do feel really guilty for this, I was like, well, like, maybe we could, like, help her, maybe we could get, like, some perfumes, or maybe we could tell her so that she knows, like, maybe, like, there's something we can do. Well, they decided to just tell her. And honestly, once I realized, like, all the stuff she was going through at home, it's like, obviously, we should not have done that. She was going through a really hard home life, and I've always felt really guilty. Well, I saw that she was on Facebook or Instagram, maybe, like, I mean, now it's been, like, 5 years ago, but, like, 6 or 7 years after high school, and she actually, because her home life got so bad, she actually didn't graduate. She didn't even, I don't even think she made it to sophomore year. And, but I saw that she was on there, and I wanted to know how she was doing and everything like that, so I, added her on there, and I was just like messaged her, like, hey, like, I haven't heard from you in a long time, and I usually don't reach out to people, because I'm afraid that this is going to be what happens, but, like, I reached out, and I was like, how are you doing, and how's life, and, you know, and she had, like, a kid, and I decided, like, how cute her kid was, I think, or something like that, and, like, how, like, she really blossomed, too. She looks so pretty, and, I didn't say that, though, but then, she messaged me back, like, do I know you? Like, I hadn't talked to her in, like, well, like, 9 years, so I should be able to excuse that. Like, but I remember people I went to elementary school with. Like, I remember kids that left in kindergarten. Like, I don't know why I, like, have such, like, a trap hold on, like, people. And maybe it's because the anxiety. Maybe it's because, like, I see everybody, because, like, to me, everybody's, like, cool. I don't know. Like, I really feel like everybody's, like, cool, and they're cooler than me. So, like, I remember them. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. But, like, yeah, so her reaction like that really, like, just, like, oh, cool. We went to middle school together, but, yeah, we, like, it's whatever. Like, my name's Jessica. I remembered you, and I, like, just wanted to catch up. Bye. And then she was like, then I think she, like, talked to me a little bit more, but not really. And almost, like, I feel like I weirded her out. And it was, like, but, like, this girl, I talked to her, I probably wasn't, like, a big talker, like, and I still, like, my group of friends was maybe 10 people, that, like, really hung out with each other, like, every day. Like, we went to the science room after lunch, like, every day, or we went and walked the track with each other every day, or we just talked about stuff, we passed notes. Like, it seemed really weird to me that this girl didn't know who I was. Like, I saw you, like, maybe in high school we weren't as close, and maybe before the 8th grade we weren't that close, but I still knew who she was. And, like, so, I don't know. And I think it is because I'm so quiet. Maybe people don't remember me, but man, is that heartbreaking when they don't. But I think it is because I am so quiet, because I have the social anxiety. And people can't, like, associate, like, a time that they've spoken with me or something I've said, which makes sense. Even though, I mean, I just remember people. Like, I don't have to have talked to someone to remember them. Probably because it's probably all just, like, knotted up, tangled mess of because I have social anxiety, it's like this. I remember people and they don't remember me because I have social anxiety. And, fuck them. Just kidding. I guess, like, it's just, I don't remember why I started saying that. I know that there was a specific reason, but I don't remember what it was. Well, I guess it made me, like, realize that that's not how I wanted to be anymore. Like, I would almost rather people hate me than not be remembered at all. There's, like a quote that Marilyn Monroe gets, like, the credit for saying. I don't know if she really did or not, but it's like, I'd rather be completely ridiculous than completely completely forgettable or something like that. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. And I feel like because I was so quiet, people took me as just, like, absolutely boring. And I honestly feel that way now. Like, I would rather people think I'm, like, a jerk. I would rather people think I am stupid. I would rather be anything than forgotten or just, like, non-existent, you know, like. And that's really how I think, like, social anxiety made me be. Like, I just didn't exist. I guess luckily my family was so involved, or people might really not have remembered me at all. That kind of sucks. Like, it does. And I just don't want that to be my life forever. Even now, like, I get kind of nervous because, okay, so I went into sales, and then I feel like it was great because it really pushed me out of my shell and, like, made me want to be out there, you know, and, like, and not just want to be, but actually, like, have to be. I had to walk up to complete strangers and be like, hey, and then you want to do something so that they remember you. So if you say something stupid or off, it's just like, keep moving forward because they're going to remember you whenever they come back in. I remember one time, somehow I said my name was Ashley. I don't remember exactly. No, I said welcome to Ashley, I think. But I said, and they couldn't tell what I said, so they started calling me Ashley. And I didn't know how to fix it. Like, I was just like, okay, they think my name is Ashley. I came back up and I told her that. And, like, I forget who was working that day, but it was pretty funny. And then I had to go back up to my customers later and tell them, my name's not Ashley. It's Jessica. And they burst out laughing. And they remembered me. Like, they came in 3 more times, and every time they were like, we need to speak to Ashley. Oh, we mean Jessica. And it was, you know, it's better to be completely ridiculous than completely boring. It's just the truth. Adam came in, I got scared. But, yeah, that's everything. So I guess I'm ready to get off of here. Bye.